Hello, lacrosse fans, and welcome to the track practice facility of the Toronto Rock of the NLL for Week 13 of the Arena Lacrosse League. Tonight's matchup features the defending champion Whitby Steelhawks visiting the Toronto Monarchs. I'm Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions. Glad to have you with us here. Starting goaltenders for the Steelhawks, it'll be Lucas Coote. He comes in with a 3-4 record and a 14.69 goals against average. And for the Monarchs, it'll be Dryden Pate that will get the start. Head coaches on the Whitby bench is Brad MacArthur and Gavin Prout. They are co-head coaches in their third season. And the Monarchs, Blaine McCauley is the head coach. His assistants are Mike Falconer, Ryan Marshall, Spencer Janes, and Matt Pelkey. As we get set, officials for today's game, Jeremy Bailey is the crew chief, Dwayne Zeelenberg, and John Sutcliffe will join him side by side. So all set to go here as Week 13 playoff implications. These two teams come in struggling. Whitby, of course, has dropped their last two, and the Monarchs have lost 4 straight. So something has to give here today when you look at these teams and their records as we get underway early on. It's 3-9 for Whitby. They sit 7th. Toronto 5-7. They currently sit in 4th place. But, of course, just 2 points. As right off the bat there, a beauty start for Cam Milligan out the back door. He'll open the scoring, and it's 1-0 for the Steelhawks. So it's the Steelhawks that strike first. Cam Milligan, the team's second leading scorer. That's his 13th goal of the season, as he came in with 42 points, second only to Luke Pilcher with 48. Pilcher, of course, not in the lineup today for the Steelhawks. Off the face-off loose ball, it's Cody McMahon that will shovel it back, and they will stop and be more deliberate as they get the entire offense out there, as you see Chad Culp up there as well. Milligan sidearm, steered aside by Pate, and now it'll be the Monarchs that'll bring it back the other way. Both teams need a win here to stay in the hunt. Not a whole lot, 4 points between 7th spot and 6th spot in the standings. And quickly it's Pat Corbett. Pat Corbett, of course, wearing 77, just traded by the Six Nations Snipers. So he now in that Toronto lineup, and that shot went past Lucas Coote and in the net. So the Monarchs on a quick shot tie this game 1-1. Going to have to give Tyler Ferreira credit for that goal. And off the face-off, Steelhawks had it momentarily, had it whacked away, and now the Monarchs will pick it up. Tyler Halls, double team, triple team. Again, good work by the Steelhawks, force a turnover, and now it's Corey Upshaw. Upshaw has had an outstanding season on defense for the Steelhawks. He'll get it to Cam Milligan, and they'll set things up. Milligan out there with Garrett Eddy and Chad Culp. Milligan dumping it down, looking for, and I'm going to venture a guess, but that's Austin Murphy. And now the Monarchs will counter and play some offense of their own. Ferreira out there again. They start things on the left side. Ferreira sizing up, underhand, picks the corner. So Lucas Coote, certainly not off to a fantastic start, but the Monarchs take the lead 2-1. Just want to remind our viewers, of course, playoffs start in 2 weeks. We'll be right here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Facility or Athletic Center for quarterfinal action. 2 games on the Saturday, 1 on the Sunday. And that will lead us to championship weekend and Final Four at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena and Six Nations. So be prepared for that as the Steelhawks scoop that up, and they will bring that back the other way, try to leg it over the timeline, and they do. Dylan Hutchinson does a good job to get it over to McMahon. McMahon will avoid a defender, look for a screen, doesn't get one, pops it back out. Hutchinson Good move around, double team, big save by Pate. Crease called on the play. It'll be possession going up the other way with the Monarchs. Just underway, 12:05 to go here, opening quarter. Tanner Buck out there with Sam Postma. Postma, the team's leading scorer. Just a heads up, Ed Renault was traded from this Monarchs team, as we're going to have our first Visionware power play, and it'll be the Monarchs that will have the man advantage. So Gulch Salinas, the guilty party, he's in the box, 2 minutes for slashing. And a chance now for the Monarchs to go to work on the power play. Postma, good quick passing, working around, tic-tac, but Coot couldn't close the door, so a sweet finish for the Monarchs, and they jump out to a 3-1 lead. A power play marker for Campbell Parker, his first of the game. And certainly the start that Blaine McCauley and the Monarchs were looking for, as Upshaw draws a triple team, flips it up over the line. Now they got numbers. Steelhawks go on the attack. Taking it hard was Garrett Lewis, wide of the mark, picked up by Austin Murphy. Murphy will settle things down. Get it back out to Eddie. Eddie will swing it across left side. Big shot, big finish from Jeff Fernandez. His first of the game, and that cuts the lead to 3-2. Violation off the draw. Pat Corbett a little too quick with the trigger, and it'll be Dylan Hutchinson now that will get control. And he'll flip things out to Milligan. Milligan will set things up. McMahon. He'll kick it up, and it'll be Eddie at the top. They'll swing it around. Milligan, half boards, right side. Kick it back, top. That shot behind the net. Culp does a good job feeding Milligan. Wasn't able to feather it into that far corner. Ball loose. Culp battling for it. Goes over the timeline, so they'll say it's a reset and no violation. Coot will flip it up and get it to Cody Hamley, and it'll get moved up 3-on-2. Eddie shot, stopped by Pate. Monarchs now will counter the other way. Riley Morgan had it knocked away, but it's picked up in a good recovery by Tyler Simmons. Simmons now will work it around, and they'll set things up at the top with Ferreira. Simmons, another Visionware power play coming up for the Monarchs. Steelhawks not helping their own cause. Big shot there, stopped by Coot. And it's touched, and we will have another Visionware power play that will take us to the officials' timeout. Monarchs now will go to work for the second time, the Visionware power play. 1-for-1 with the man advantage, and we are at the 9:35 mark, first quarter. 3-2 Toronto lead. Big shot, bounce shot, good stop by Coot. Rebound picked up Hutchinson. He's smothered in the slot. Another bounce shot by Ferreira, trying to dive and tuck it over the shoulder. Coot closed that off, picked up by Upshaw. Upshaw battling in the corner, and it gets knocked back and into the possession of Postma. So Postma now will set it up. Full clock for the Monarchs with 1:20 to go in the man advantage. Everyone will get a touch here. Postma will inch in. Try to gap that big underhand finish. So again, capitalizing on the power play. This time it's Dan Lomas on the scoreboard, and it is 4-2 for the Monarchs. You have to figure that head coach Blaine McCauley and company awfully glad to get Dan Lomas back in the lineup, as making his first appearance in the Arena Lacrosse League this season. Good hard hit right off the bat by Eric Krapinczyk. And it's Halls now that will dump it off to Patty Miles. Miles will find Lomas. Lomas now will set things up. The rule in the Arena Lacrosse League, you have to play at least one regular season game to be eligible for playoffs. Understand that guys are going to go up and down and play some games for the NLL practice roster and that sort of thing, as that shot from Lomas is stopped. And there are quite a few Arena Lacrosse League players up playing in the NLL. So once full rosters come, that'll be playoff time in 2 weeks. And boy, if it's last year was any indication, this season's going to be even better. Picked up by Pat Corbett. He's sort of weaving, got to hurry to get it over the timeline. Good pass there, and that's going to be an interference call for sure. Argue it all you want, but Adam Peroni is going to spend 2 minutes in the box for interference. We'll have another Visionware power play. So a lot of chatter on the play from both sides. I guess Blaine McCauley looking for an explanation from Jeremy Bailey. Not quite sure what the issue is, but it looks like Bailey's going to go and have that conversation with both coaches just to make sure they understand. No issue, definitely a penalty. And that's the way things will be concluded. So the Monarchs will go to work 2 for 2 with the man advantage. They'll get another chance here with 7:50 to go, opening quarter, leading by 2. Around the horn it goes. Ferreira's at the top, Postma on the right shooter. Inching in. Looking to gap that. Tried that pass across, picked off by Hutchinson. Hutchinson with good speed. Postma tracks him down and takes it away. Hutchinson recovers, dumps it back down, and the Steelhawks now are going to work some clock. Facing a double team, doing a swim move is Eddie. He'll take it strong. That's blocked by Miles. Knocked down. Miles will chase into the corner. Eddie does a good job, tries to flip it up. And it's Pate that does some footwork, manages to haul it in, and the Monarchs now will go back to work with a man advantage. 1:05 to go in the power play. Postma's number is impressive. He's got 60 points, 24 of those goals. We'll see here if he can find an opening, and looking for Ferreira cutting. That rebound's picked up. Had a notion behind the net, kick it back out. Again with the sidearm. That time Coote steered that aside. That's going to be a shot clock violation. 43 seconds to go. Upshaw careless with it and coughs it up, and it's Pat Corbett. So this Monarchs team looking a little different as we head closer to the playoffs with the addition of Pat Corbett and no Jordan Dance. Lots of numbers to refill, or big shoes to fill in that Monarchs lineup. Good backhand pass from Lomas. That shot stopped by Coote. Picked up, and the Steelhawks will move it up. Hutchinson, top shot, Upshot, 2-on-1. Takes the bounce shot, Corey Upshaw. He's on the scoreboard. He cuts the lead now to 4-3. Corey Upshaw, the defensive specialist, comes through with a shorthanded marker. Just 5 seconds left in the penalty to give the Steelhawks a bit of a boost as they close to within 1. Off the draw, Hutchinson takes a couple hard hits, the double team. Penalty over now, team's back at full strength. Battle continues in the corner. Miles looking to fish something out. Hutchinson still battling in there hard. Relentless as that ball remains loose on the carpet. Now it's picked up and tossed down, and that's going to be possession to the Steelhawks. So Dylan Hutchinson with some yeoman work on the half boards gives possession to the Steelhawks with 5:25 to go in the first. Chad Culp. Culp's made a big difference since joining the roster, was a coach and then slid in now to the lineup, and he has been instrumental in what the Steelhawks have done. Cody McMahon on the run, dumps it off. Milligan wide of the mark on that backhand try. It's picked up by Halls. Halls rolls off a Culp, and Culp's in pursuit. Halls will flip and retreat. Josh Medeiros, that shot stopped by Coote. He'll send the outlet away. And the Steelhawks will get it over the timeline and set things up. Fernandez will get it back to the top, and he'll get it back. Working the half boards, looking for an opening. They'll swing it around, work the right side. Murphy, big shot. So the fundamental bounce shot working well today for both teams. As Murphy's on the board with his first of the game. 4.5 minutes remaining here, first quarter. And off the face-off, it's Corbett. Had it momentarily, and that violation is going to take us to our second officials' timeout. Back after our officials' timeout with 4:23 to go, first quarter, tied at 4. Both teams desperately needing a win here, trying to snap, Whitby trying to snap a 2-game slide, and the Monarchs a 4-game skid. Culp, run the play, 15 on the shot clock, get it to Milligan. Milligan will weave around, curl, get back to his stick side, take the sidearm, stop by Pate, and it'll be possession to the Monarchs. They'll have to try and get over the timeline, and a good pass, and they do. Tanner Buck does a good job to corral it, gets it to Postma. Postma now will set things up. Taking an awfully long time to get into their offense as they start things on the left side. Buck with a screen. Looking, Lomas will kick it back over. Right side, Postma. Postma, 10 on the shot clock, 5. That shot's well wide of the mark. And Lomas will stop it. Picked up and moved up. Salinas in alone. Has all day. Big save by Pate. Ball loose. Hutchinson does a good job to fish it on his way by. Salinas gets back into the play. He's battling in that corner. Tyler Simmons in there too, and we're going to have another Visionware power play. Too much stick work in the corner. Dan Lomas, the guilty party. He'll spend 2 minutes in the box for slashing. Second Visionware power play of the game for the Steelhawks. They're 0 for 1 here as they'll work it around the horn. McMahon and Culp on the left side. Milligan's at the top. He'll interchange. Murphy also out there. Good job looking for Murphy in the middle. Too much traffic. And that one's going to get lofted up into the basket. Good grab and a better finish. So how about Tyler Ferreira with the hat trick here in the first? A shorthanded marker, and it's 5-4 Toronto. .244 to go, opening quarter. Off the draw, Hall's in there battling hard with Mike Byrne. They'll continue to do the dance, and it gets fished out and scooped up by Garrett Lewis. McMahon now will set things up, be very deliberate. They'd like to get that shorty back. Same 5 out there. Culp with Milligan, Murphy, and Eddie. Eddie loses it. Some tenacious defense there, but it's gloved on the carpet. Possession will go to the Steelhawks. Fresh clock with 57 seconds left in the man advantage. Murphy steps into one. Pate with the save. Somewhere in his equipment. Has it. And now it'll be Patty Miles that'll try to get it over the timeline. Culp with some pressure. Tries a stick check. Miles does a good job to protect that, and he'll do some loops, try to kill some clock. 35 seconds left in the penalty. Culp playing good D. 2 veterans here. And Miles does a good job to flip it. Killed the entire 30, and with just 19 seconds to go, Steelhawks are going to have to hurry to try to capitalize on this power play. Minute 20 to go, opening quarter. Culp goes around defender, flips it back out to Murphy. Milligan, big underhand. So Cam Milligan, with his second of the game, comes courtesy the power play, dying seconds, and we're tied at 5. Off the draw violation will get it to Corbett and the Monarchs as we creep into our final minute of the opening quarter. Tied at 5. Postma working right side, kick it back to Ferrer. Ferrer will head over to the left stick side, makes a move, dives in, top corner, no goal. Crease called on the takeoff. Possession will go to the Steelhawks with 46 seconds to go in the quarter. Fernandez. Get it to Murphy. Murphy will swing it across to Eddie. Eddie with a man to beat. Halls chases him around. On the run, bounce shot. Pate stopped. Backhand again stopped. Murphy fighting for it. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. It's picked up by Buck. Buck now will move it up as quick as he can with under 20 to go. Corbett will wait for numbers. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Monarchs will play for one last shot. Lomas down low. Not able to corral that was Parker with 2.4 seconds to go. And they put some more time on the clock. So 4.4 seconds, that shot side of the net. Picked up and no goal. So almost a little careless. Either way, we played 15 minutes here at the track. We're tied at 5. All set to go for second quarter action. These two teams battling to a 5-5 tie up to this point, and off the drop possession to Hutchinson and the Steelhawks. They'll swing it over. Austin Murphy now. Teams at full strength. You see shots are 11-9 in favor of the Whitby Steelhawks. Cody McMahon will dump it down low, left side, kick it back up to the top. That bounce shot steered aside by Pate. And now the Monarchs will bring it back the other way in Patty Miles. Miles with Upshaw on him. Have to work hard, a little bit more strength there than when Chad Culp was on him. And either way, here's Dan Lomas. Lomas, good stick check early as they got to stay on Lomas. Lomas splits two. Good backhand pass. Postman couldn't handle it cleanly. Ball loose, picked up. 3 on the shot clock. Got to hurry, got it off. But right into the basket of Coot. Coot now will send away Salinas. Gulch will find Murphy, and Murphy will get it to Milligan. Milligan will dump it down to Culp, hustle his way over to the right side. Culp now looking for an opening, has Murphy. Murphy with a defender on him, tried to flip that up to Milligan. Milligan took an extra shot in the back there from Ryan Farazovic, and now it's Ferreira. Ferreira, big sidearm wide of the mark. Rebound corralled, and it's swung over now to the right side. Postma, good quick move. Hesitation, pulls it back, brings it in, looking for an opening. 5 on the shot clock. That goes off a defender and into the screen. And possession will stay right here with the Monarchs. So we thought the stoppage was because the ball went out of play partly, but also a Visionware power play now for the Monarchs. Their third of the game, they're 2 for 2, as Mike Byrne will spend 2 minutes in the sin bin. Ferreira now, the quarterback, out there with Postma and Lomas. Lomas slid over, left shooter. There's a big underhand, so Ferreira is red hot right now. He has a shorty and a power play marker. That's his 4th of the game. And it's 6-5 for the Monarchs. Coming into this game, if you looked at, despite having dropped their last 4, if you look at the Monarchs, you want to take some of the good. Look at their power play percentage, 93% coming into this game. On the flip side of that, their penalty kill is at .056%. So they score on the power play, but they give up goals when they get penalties. So the key here, stay out of the box, is that shot from Austin Murphy went off the rafters. And right to Pate, and now it'll be Miles. Miles will hustle, get it over the timeline, harassed by Salinas. He'll dump it off. And they'll move it around to the left side. John Vezina. Vezina. And that shot, underhand attempt by Simmons, goes off a leg in the distance. And Pate does a good job to get it the length of the carpet as the shot clock goes off. And we're at the 12:05 mark, second quarter. Steelhawks now with Austin Murphy. Murphy, last year's MVP. As that one's taken away, some good defense. And it's Ferreira doing it at both ends, 2-on-1. Ferreira just missed that top corner. Picked up, though, and it'll be moved back the other way as Milligan does a good job to smother the short hop and get possession off the carpet. Riley Camano defending, but didn't matter. A beauty goal from Cam Milligan. He's got his third, and we're all tied 6-6. With 11.5 to go in this second quarter, these two teams continue to mirror each other. As off the draw, it's Corbett. Get possession now and avoid a couple of defenders before flipping it up, and they'll set things up. Campbell Parker, wait for assistance. They swing it now over to the right side. Postma coming hard, turning the corner on the run, and it's a beauty. So Sam Postma on the board for the first time. And the Monarchs now lead this one 7-6. And just to finish my thought, of course, it's Postma that came in with 60 goals. So that's his 25th goal of the season as Milligan takes a late hit. Still battling for it. Peroni took the late hit. And we will have another Visionware power play depending on how this plays out. Riley Morgan, the guilty party. He will give the Steelhawks another Visionware power play. Of course, the Steelhawks come in working at a 45% efficiency rate on the power play. McMahon with a shot, steered aside by Pate. And fighting for that ball and coming away with it is Milligan. Milligan with Buck on him, swinging around left side. McMahon will look and set it up to Culp. Culp, dump it over. Milligan has Murphy down low. Milligan decides to shoot, goes off a defender, no reset. Milligan, quick skip pass. Murphy with an opening, skips it. That bounce shot, too much bounce. 8 on the shot clock. Murphy's got it, one-on-one, kicks it back, McMahon. Murphy with some room, tried to go far side, stopped by Pate, but the rebound picked up by McMahon, fresh 30. Minute 5 to go in the man advantage. 9:50 to go, second quarter. Murphy to Culp. Culp, Milligan, and wide open McMahon, walk right in, stopped though by Pate. Big save, and he will send the outlet away, and it'll be Kaprinsik that gets it over the timeline now, and he'll try to kill some time with 40 seconds left in the penalty. Kaprinsik looking for an opening, still working the half boards, and he'll dump it back out to Ferreira. Ferreira's done a little everything here today. Postma had a step on a defender, let the shot clock wind down, and with 20 seconds left in the man advantage, the Steelhawks are going to have to hustle if they want to capitalize. They move it on up to Culp. Culp looking for an opening, might have it. Quick swing pass to Murphy. Murphy thinks better of it, back to Culp. Culp tries to reach over and touch that top corner. Can't find the mark, 10 on the shot clock. Penalty over, team's now 5 aside. Milligan. And a late hit, but a good finish by Murphy, and Chad Culp took exception to that late hit from behind on Milligan. The goal will count by Murphy, his second of the game. And Chad Culp to the rescue. So in the meantime, between time, just to get you caught up, Chad Culp and Riley Morgan, the two combatants, they're gone. 5 minutes for an illegal cross-check in the back. That's where we stand. That penalty goes to the Monarchs. And now it'll be a 5-minute vision-wear power play for the Steelhawks. 7-7 game. So the Murphy goal actually nullified the original penalty. But due to the severity, they decided to keep the 5 and the coincidental stand. So another power play marker, that one from Milligan off the post crossbar. And he'll track that down, fresh 30 with plenty of time to go. 8 minutes left in this second. Murphy will go in, his bounce shot just wide of the mark. That'll go into the rafters, possession to the Monarch. So a big hold here for the Monarchs as this game was going back and forth, but this 5-minute major could turn things around. Salinas working on Patty Miles. Twice got that stick up just a bit. Miles does a good job to get it over to Parker. Parker with a cutting post, couldn't hit him. Ferreira picks up the rebound, 10 on the shot clock. He'll go for a bit of a run. Upshaw all over him. Tries to steer that in, but a good save by Coote. And now it'll be Upshaw that brings it up. Steelhawks will go back to work. 1 for 3 on the power play are the Steelhawks, and the regular unit out there, with the exception of Culp. Again, looking far corner. Can't find the mark. Cody McMahon does a good job, though. Tracks that rebound down. 5 on the shot clock. Doesn't get a fresh one. That one's right on target. Ball loose. An outstanding job there by Kevin Harper. But again, McMahon relentless. Loses it to Corbett. Corbett. And in some places, that's actually illegal and will cause some jail time. So in the box will go Jeff Fernandez. And the Steelhawks will have more work to do. Down 2. So I'm looking out there. I see a 4-on-4 scenario. And I'm assuming that just killed at least the majority of the Steelhawks power play, and making them pay are the Monarchs. Good job. It's Dan Lomas. And it's 8-7 for the Monarchs. Teams remain 4 aside. Lomas with his second of the game. And having an immediate impact upon his return here to the Arena Lacrosse League. And now the Steelhawks, trailing by a goal, will go to work with Culp. Culp back out there. Good backhand pass. McMahon on the run, took the feed from Milligan. Milligan now will shoot it up. McMahon will almost have it, but it's picked up by Ferreira. Ferreira in all alone. Up, down, far corner. Tyler Ferreira. Boy, is he ever feeling it today. Another. His 5th of the game. And it's 9-7 Toronto. .608 to go here, second quarter. This will match the largest lead of the game by either team, 2 goals. 9-7, and it's Halls off the draw that picks it up. He continues that head of steam, tries to switch sides, stopped by Coote. That ball remains loose, Buck fighting for it. Goes back to the crease, and it's picked up and moved up. And we're going to have another too many men call on the play, and looks like it's going to be the Steelhawks that will have to send another man into the penalty box. Back to action, 4-on-3 lacrosse, so plenty of carpet out there. As Salinas now in the box, and the Steelhawks doing everything in their power not to help their own cause. Postma going hard, stopped by Coote. And now the work starts. Steelhawks will move it up. Culp out of the back door. And he'll wait for some assistance, kill some clock. Minute 40 left in the major. Minute 37 left in the minor. 32 seconds left in the other minor. So I won't even say there'll be a vision where power play. It's a 3-second differential as Culp's going to work the clock down, try to get it to Milligan. Milligan going to embellish just a tad, and it's going to be Miles that'll bring it up over the timeline. Miles dropped his guard for a minute, saw Hutchinson coming in, woke right back up. 3-on-2. Quick shot by Corbett. This one picked up now and moved up. Peroni takes the shot himself, stopped by Pate. Diving into the crease was Culp. Possession to the Monarchs, 4:42 to go. One of those penalties done now, just under a minute left in the two others. 4-on-4. Corbett. He'll pull it out, swing it over. Ferreira, he's been hot, got 5 goals, dumps it off, takes a hard hit. That shot wide of the mark. Rebound finish. So Pat Corbett steps into his role and steps into that bounce shot and gives the Monarchs a 10-7 lead. So just some miscommunication about who should have left the box and who shouldn't. That goal doesn't nullify the major with 34 seconds to go in that. Off the draw, ball loose, 4:15 to go, second quarter. Dylan Hutchinson comes away with it. He'll curl out, have to beat a defender in Halls, and he'll move it up. Culp out the back door. Chad Culp, top corner, short side. Boy, that guy can snipe. I tell you, didn't need a whole lot of room. His first of the game, and it's 10-8. .406 to go, second quarter. Under 20 seconds left in the remainder of each of those two penalties as the teams continue to play 4-on-4. Lot going on in that circle as the Monarchs now inch away, and it's Ferreira again. Ferreira, red hot, finally stopped by Coote. Rebound picked up by the Steelhawks, and they'll move it up over the timeline. Both penalties now over. Teams at full strength, and Culp off the post. So backdoor off the post, almost off the back of Pate. Managed to stop it, and here's Pat Corbett. Corbett with Upshaw on him. They'll swing it around and work left half boards. John Vesna leaning in, swings it over right side. Postma going to get it and try to get out of there. Does just that, gets a screen, swings it over. Good pass to Lomas. Lomas looking for that far corner. Couldn't find the mark. Shot clock winding down. Dump down low, Vesna off the post. And it's picked up by the Steelhawks in transition. Culp covered coming out the back door. Milligan following him. And they will now get it to McMahon. To Culp. Culp bounces off a check. And it'll be McMahon swinging over to Eddie. Eddie, big shot, steered aside by Pate. Picked up, fresh 30 for the Steelhawks. Milligan curling around, sniffing that top corner, couldn't find a rebound, picked up, big save by Pate. Monarchs now trying to bring it the other way, got some good goaltending. Milligan though, tried to intercept that, it got knocked back, and Eddie. And the Monarchs are going to be a man short as Eddie bounced off that headshot nicely. And it'll be another vision where power play. Hutchinson knocks it down. Plenty of time on the shot clock. And it'll be Murphy. Murphy dumps it. Milligan, quick stick. Right inside to McMahon. Rebound to Culp. Extra man out there. Net empty on the other end. Under 2 minutes to go. Quick stick. And it's Hutchinson. Crease called on the play, so no goal, and it'll be a Visionware power play for the Steelhawks. Under 2 minutes to go here, second quarter. Steelhawks going back to work on a Visionware power play. 1 for 5, and it's Culp. Milligan at the top, opening. Good shoulder save by Pate. Everyone sort of froze. Not sure why no one moved for that. Fresh clock for the Steelhawks. Murphy, bounce shot. Pate, another good pad save. And Miles will get it up. And it's Ferreira. Had the Midas touch. This time stopped again by Coote. Ferreira battling for it, picks it up. 2 men on him. And it's scooped up by Upshaw and moved up by the Steelhawks with 1:15 to go. Second quarter. 10-8 in favor of the Monarchs. Trying to kill off another penalty. As these two teams have spent a considerable amount of time in this second quarter, either on the power play or on the man short. Round the horn, 5 on the shot clock. McMahon behind the net, kicks it, and a good quick shot, but Pate right where he should be. And they close off Peroni. And now the Monarchs with under a minute to go. 40 seconds left. Lob pass to Buck. Buck didn't see it. Coote's going to come out, and he'll move it up with Milligan. 30 seconds to go. Steelhawks should be very deliberate here, trailing by 2. Milligan sniffed that corner, took the shot, no reset. Culp with the rebound. No look. Milligan. Skip. McMahon. Overhand. Stop. Pate smothers that. Picks it up. 17 on the game clock. Sends the outlet to Buck. Buck saw it this time. And it'll be a timeout called by the Monarchs with 10.5 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Second quarter. Last possession will go to the Monarchs. Steelhawks extending their D with Hutchinson moving up to cover Lomas. Time winding down. Lomas will work one-on-one. Hesitation. Dumps it down low. Quick stick. Try to crease the call. Only 1.7 seconds left, and the Steelhawks now will run it out. We played 30 here at the track. 10-8 Monarchs. All locked and loaded, set to go for the third quarter. And off the draw, it's going to be Halls that had it momentarily. He's stripped, and now the Steelhawks will go to work. So teams now at full strength, 5 aside. 10-8 game in favor of the Monarchs, and a knee-on-knee collision with Culp and Halls. Incidental. Eddie play on. Gets it over, swings it now to the right side. Lomas, big underhand, stopped by Pate, and Culp's going to try and walk that off on the bench, as is Halls. And it'll be Tyler Ferreira now with an opening. Wrong stick side, runs into a couple defenders. He'll pull it back out. They'll swing it around to Postma. Postma. Curl up, kick it now, and getting a step is Lomas. He has it stick checked. Ball loose on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Steelhawks. Good job of bouncing off a check. Nowhere to go, though, for Garrett Lewis, so he'll roll it back out to Salinas, and he will get it to the offense. Fernandez. Swing it over. Murphy. Quick pass. And a shot from Culp. Boy, oh boy, pulled that out of his bag of tricks. That's his second of the game. And it's 10-9. Chad Culp, the veteran sniper for the Steelhawks, shook off that knee-on-knee and managed to pocket his next shot. Corbett dodging 2 defenders, goes to the backhand. Patty Corbett oh boy, with a bullet backhand. And it's 11-9. Pat Corbett, second of the game, had one via the power play, and that one was a highlight reel. And off the draw, this time it's Whitby that will jump on it, and it'll be Cody McMahon now. McMahon will flip it high to Hutchinson. Hutchinson now will work in, get it back to McMahon. McMahon working in, out, curling around, looking for the dump off. Swings it back over. Milligan, no look to Culp. Not clean. Picked up by Hutchinson. 10 on the shot clock. McMahon working one-on-one, gets a screen. That one airmailed up high, picked up by Murphy. Murphy has his stick taken away, and it's Buck with the headman of Ferreira. Ferreira with one man to beat. Rolls off a defender, goes to the bounce, wide of the mark, and in transition, here come the Steelhawks. Hamley. They'll swing it around to Milligan, right side. Milligan. Big shot, wide of the mark, into the stands for a souvenir, and it'll be possession going up the other way to the Monarchs. 12:28 to go, third quarter. Shots are 30-19 in favor of the Steelhawks. So despite out-shooting Toronto, they're still trailing by 2. Lomas on the run, his shot, looking 5-hole, stopped by Coote. And he will get it and send away the outlet. And I've been saying Lucas Coote, and I apologize, as Bailey Brown has taken over the goaltending duties for the Steelhawks. Bailey Brown, of course, the Milton native. As possession now to the Monarchs and Tanner Buck. On the fly, that one will go right to the Whitby bench. Picked up by Lomas. Buck had it momentarily. Culp now will roll it up ahead to Milligan. Milligan in alone. Milligan, far corner. So Cam Milligan with his 4th of the game. And it's 11-10. Eleven and a half minutes to go, third quarter. Roller coaster ride continues. The largest lead of this game has been 3. And that was way back in the first. Eddie puts on a bit of speed, goes by one defender, can't beat another, rolls off of one, gets it back out to Culp. Culp will swing it to McMahon. McMahon changes the angle, stopped though by Pate, picked up by Culp. Culp in some traffic, comes away with it. Fresh clock, no look, Milligan. Tried to dump that off. Murphy was covered. Milligan again behind the net, gets it back out. Culp will set it up, send it back to Milligan. Milligan, stick side, he'll curl around, look for a shot. Dumps it back over. Murphy handles it, overhand. Stopped by Pate. And that's going to take us to another Visionware power play. Ferrer will quarterback this offensive set out there with Postma. Big John Vesna. Postma gets a screen on the dump off. That's read beautifully. Steelhawks doing some good defense, and it'll be Upshaw. Upshaw has it taken away from him. Good job by Tyler Simmons. Simmons will find Postma, and they'll try to get some offense going here. Leading by a goal, 11-10. Vesna, one-on-one. Big man looking for an opening, curls once, dumps it back out, Postma, 10 on the shot clock. Swing pass, finds no one, goes up. Postma actually gets it back on the carom. And a quick shot and a good save by Dylan Hutchinson. Unfortunately, not wearing the netminder gear. Possession goes to the Steelhawks. Culp gets it over the timeline and takes another couple hard hits, and Hutchinson comes to his rescue. And possession's going to go the other way to the Monarchs, and I think we're going to have ourselves our officials' timeout here, and they'll get a chance to converse. Back to action after our officials' timeout. Monarchs with possession here, leading by a goal. Postma will shift it across, left side. Parker looking for an opening, trying to get by Salinas. Dump down low and back out. Swing pass, not on the mark, picked up. Shot clock at 5. Monarchs in trouble in that corner. Upshot does a good job to come away with it. You can bet he'll be a little more careful this time around after having it taken from him earlier. He'll flip and retreat, and it'll be Eddie. Eddie over to Milligan. Milligan looking for Murphy on the cut. Murphy, great job to grab that pass, but a better stop by Pate. And now it'll be Tanner Buck. Simmons dumps it off to Postma. Postma will swing it around to Lomas. Lomas dumps it off. Buck, big shot, stopped. So a good job by Bailey Brown as Hutchinson now is going to get up ahead of steam here, get it over the timeline. Dylan Hutchinson looking down low to Milligan. Milligan trying to wrap around. No room, runs out of room. Ball loose now in the corner. 3 Monarchs there. Ball's batted into the corner and a hard hit, but no call on the play. And it'll be Monarchs with possession. They'll move it up over the timeline. Pat Corbett. 7:55 to go, third quarter. Corbett working in Gretzky's office, had a notion. Come back around, will set his feet, kick it back over. Good fake there and underhand, stopped though by Brown. Rebound picked up by Vezina. Fresh clock for the Monarchs. Vezina getting worked over by 2 defenders. And ball well loose, and Upshaw still going as Salinas in there with Vezina, and you can bet that there'll be more than one ejection here at the very least, or some plenty of time spent in the box. He let the dust settle. Not quite sure what the scenario is here with Whitby coming away with 2 men in the box, yet they have a 5-on-5 scenario. So Upshaw in the box for roughing, Salinas in the box for roughing, as is Vezina. So either way, 5 aside, teams are working here, and Monarchs now go to work on offense. Just over 7 minutes to go. Not able to catch that cleanly was Parker. Postma. And now it's Hutchinson that keeps his balance, and he'll pull it back out, and the Steelhawks will go to work on offense. Hutchinson, 1 man to beat, thinks better of it, swings it back up top. Goes around to Milligan, right side. Milligan trying to weave in. Getting checked by Riley Camano. And it's Halls now. Camano jumping in the rush. The flip too far. And Hutchinson a little too over exuberant, and he will spend 2 minutes in the box. It'll be a Visionware power play. With 6:27 to go, third quarter. 1-goal game. Monarchs go back to work on a Visionware power play. They are 4 for 4 with a man advantage. That after coming in with a 93% efficiency rate. So they have continued that role. And Ferreira, red hot. His shot stopped by Brown. And that's a beautiful pass on the money. Eddie, 2 fakes, back short side. So a shorthanded marker for the Steelhawks, courtesy Eddie. And we're all tied at 11. Initially, that was a Solid power play opportunity, but transition lacrosse, blink of an eye. Garrett Eddy at the other end. And again, we're all even. Lomas with a hard hit gives possession to the Monarchs with 1:20 to go in the man advantage. Penalty box pretty full for the Steelhawks as goes around the horn. Ferreira's at the top. Got Lomas left shooter, Postma right shooter. They'll swing it around. Ferreira up down, tries to go down on Bailey Brown. It's sitting right on that white goal line. So downtown Bailey Brown getting the job done here in this third quarter. After coming in relief of Lucas Coote, in some trouble now with Pat Corbett. And an 8-second count will give possession to the Monarchs. And you can bet the Steelhawks certainly didn't like their goaltender manhandled like that. But you got to know you're outside that crease. It's your fair game. So we will take it to a draw ball here on the contact between Corbett and Brown. .5:15 to go, third quarter. Halls and Byrne. Looks a lot like an NCAA field lacrosse face-off. And finally the ball pops loose, shoveled, it's Patty Miles. 25 seconds to go in a man advantage. Tied at 11. Teams right now 5 on 4 with 10 seconds. Lomas, Ferreira, Postma, Ferreira. Stop, Bailey Brown, another big save. Reset on the play, and that will do it. Teams now all even at 5 aside. Postma working way out, shovels it down low. Corbett going hard to the net, picks the corner. So Pat Corbett with his third of the game. And he gives the Monarchs a 12-11 lead. Shots on goal 32-23 in favor of the Steelhawks. And off the draw again, it's the Monarchs with possession. So the momentum looks to have swung the other way, but boy, that pendulum's doing a regular swinging as these two teams continue to battle. We're under 4 minutes to go third quarter. Lomas dumps it down low, tried to go up, down, couldn't finish. Rebound, though. Came back to the Monarchs violation, and it'll be possession to the Steelhawks. That will take us to an official's timeout. Back after the official's timeout, Chad Culp will send the inbounds, and away go the Steelhawks. Eddy will swing it around right side. Milligan has Krapinczyk on him. That shot from way out, stopped by Pate, and the Monarchs now will counter. That pass misses Ferreira. Goes down into the corner, and it's smothered and picked up by Brown. Steelhawks will hustle, get it over the timeline in Hamley, and they get it to Culp. Chad Culp. Bounce out, flick it back to the top, swinging around right side to Milligan. Milligan looking for an opening, goes down, back up. Looking to dump that down low, goes into the corner. 5 on the shot clock. Chance here well wide of the mark. Murphy, though, will stop it and leave it. And it'll be the Monarchs now that bring it the other way, 2:50 to go, third quarter. 1-goal game, Monarchs leading 12-11. Postma. Been quiet for a while. He's got just 1 goal and kick back out. Buck on the run, underhand. Didn't touch anything, no reset. 10 on the clock. Lomas Looking for the dump off to Buck, goes in the corner. Hutchinson there with him. And the Steelhawks will leave it. Possession call, and they will bring it back up now and go to work on offense. 2:10 to go, third quarter. Culp. Looking for a screen from McMahon. McMahon gets it, sets it, does the roll. No, nothing doing there. Culp will kick it back out. Eddie. Tough pass, plays to Karam perfectly, gets it back, gets it to Murphy. Murphy with a fake, fooled no one. Dipsy Doodle goes back to the overhand, wide of the mark. Shot clock winds down. Culp not in time. Good defense by the Monarchs as they hold. And they will now get possession deep in the offensive end. It's picked up quickly and moved up. Parker gets double teamed, has it taken away from him. And trying to get away is Lewis, and he does, avoiding a couple defenders, and he gets it to Hutchinson, who swings it down low. Outstanding work by Garrett Lewis in transition. As we're winding down the third, hard shot by Eddie. That found the post, so that'll be a reset. Possession will stay right here. Steelhawks hustling their way off for more offensive weapons. That pass, not fielded cleanly. Culp, though, comes in, picks it up. And we're going to have another Visionware power play. And that's where I think we're at, saying that there are 25 seconds on the shot clock, not 30. So they're going to wind that down to 25, and they're going to go. Murphy. Final minute of the third quarter. Murphy has room, goes to the beautiful move down low. So outstanding work by Austin Murphy, his third of the game, and we're all tied at 12. Both teams at a dozen. We're at 55 seconds left here in the third. And again, another epic battle in that circle as the Steelhawks come away with it. This time it's Hutchinson. He'll put on the brakes. A lot of brake. Flipped it back up. Good grab by Milligan. Hits Culp on the fly. Culp on the run. That goes off a defender's back and off the screen. And we'll stay right here. Possession Whitby with 10 on the shot clock. And they do get a full reset as that did go off the netminder. They'll work it around the horn with Cody McMahon. McMahon and Milligan, two men up top. Murphy on the half boards, right side. Looking for a screen, Eddie. Murphy with a quick step, tried to flip it to Milligan, couldn't. Shot clock winding down, game clock at 10, and throwing that in there with the great hands is Austin Murphy. Boy, oh boy, he didn't have a lot of room, but he's got 4. And the Steelhawks lead this one 13-12. Ten seconds left here, third quarter. Steelhawks with some momentum now. Win the draw. Hard hit, Hutchinson. Murphy, bullet, in! Austin Murphy on fire. 3 straight goals. And with 0.8 seconds left, it's 14-12 Whitby. So quite the flurry finish. Austin Murphy stepping up. We've played 3 quarters. It's 14-12 Steelhawks. Fasten your seatbelt as we get set for the fourth quarter here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. 14-12 game in favor of the Steelhawks, and that's off a leg possession to the Monarchs. Teams at full strength. They were tied at 5 at the end of 1. It was 10-8 Monarchs at the half, and now 14-12 Steelhawks at the end of 3. Lomas collects it, swings it over. Postma fakes on the run. That's steered aside by Brown. Postma tracks it down. Fresh clock for the Monarchs. They'll swing it around to Lomas. Lomas one-on-one with Hutchinson. That's a beauty shot, Danny Lomas. Man, oh man, did they miss him. That's his third of the game. And it's 14-13. Dan Lomas, pinpoint accuracy. And again, off that draw, another battle that ensues. Ball still loose, knocked back, and it's Upshaw that scoops it up and sends it over to Ball, and they'll move it up. Culp out the back door. Chad Culp tried to go top corner, stopped by Pate, creased the call. Possession to Patty Miles and the Monarchs. Ferreira, been awfully quiet with 5 goals, including a shorty. Blows by Salinas, tries to tuck it far side, can't. Ball loose, picked up, and no reset on the play. But it'll get swung over to Big John Vezina. Vezina with Upshaw on him. A handful, gets a shot off wide of the mark. Postma inched in, looking for an opening. Hutchinson extends the D. Ferreira now with Salinas. Blows by him, off the crossbar. Rebound, Steelhawks come away with it now. And it's Hamley. He'll leg it over the timeline. Had a notion to hit Culp out the back door. Culp didn't go through with a cut. And he'll set things up now. Defense extends. Culp come around, wrong stick side. Looking to dump it off. Swings it across Hutchinson. And back across to Eddie. Eddie's shot partially blocked. Loose. Culp picks it up. Shot clock will wind down to 0. And it'll be possession to the Monarchs. Buck. Lomas. Good stick check. Some outstanding defense there from Byrne. And Brown tried to lay some interference. Good hustle by Lomas, but nothing doing. An ill-advised shot. Not sure why Peroni would have taken that. Either way, possession now will go to the Monarchs with 12:22 to go in the fourth. Shots 36-26 in favor of the Steelhawks. And Vezina now. Vezina runs into 2. Curl around, kick it over right side and back. Tried to go to the quick stick in the slot to Hodgkins, and he wasn't able to catch it cleanly. And here's Salinas. Murphy. Culp. His shot stopped. Pate doing a good job, picked up by Vezina. He's hounded by Eddie. And he'll flip it. And it'll be Ferreira. They'll swing it over now to the right side. Back to the left. Ferreira has Eddie on him. Underhand, doesn't get through. And it's Postma, no reset 5. Postma's shot wide of the mark. That's going to be a violation. Possession to Whitby. 11:17 to go. Murphy, red hot, has the last 3 Whitby goals. That shot from Milligan, wrong stick side, ill-advised. That's a violation, so a squandered possession by the Steelhawks will give the Monarchs the ball deep in the offensive end. They'll get it back out, swing it across, and everything will go through Lomas. Vezina gets knocked down by Upshaw, some good defense. Salinas in there too. Ball loose, battle. Scooped up though by Lomas. High stick, and it'll be another Visionware power play. Salinas will be heading to the box one more time. Monarchs with a golden opportunity here with another Visionware power play. Their 6th of the game. They are 4 for 5 with a man advantage. Trailing by a goal here. Postma now. Frere at the top. Out there with Lomas on the left side. Lomas, fake one. Goes to the far side. Stopped So a good job by Bailey Brown fighting the corner. Upshaw there, but it's picked up by the Monarchs. Fresh clock. Minute and a half to go in the man advantage. Around the horn it goes. Parker now at the top. He'll interchange with Lomas. They'll swing it around. Overhand from Ferreira, stopped by Bailey Brown. He'll scoop it up and send the outlet away. Peroni will dump it to Milligan, who will swing it to Culp. They'll try and kill some clock here with 9:52 to go in the fourth. 15 on the shot clock. Milligan, right side. Goes to the quick backhand, almost snuck it by Pate. And racing around, and Pate diving save. So a great job to rob Austin Murphy. And that will take us to our officials' timeout. Our officials' timeout, just want to remind our viewers, Arena Lacrosse League playoffs start April the 6th. On the Saturday, quarterfinal action, 2 games, 4 and 7. And then 1 game at 2 on the Sunday. So once the final 4 have been decided, that'll take us to the 13th for Final 4, 2 semifinal games, and then the All-Cup final will go on the 14th. Monarchs continue to work it around. Shot clock winding down, picked up by Hutchinson. Don't know how much he's got left in the tank. Dylan Hutchinson's logged a lot of time, and Culp will get it fresh off the back door. 10 seconds to go in the penalty. They'll try and kill this off and then go to work. Culp will dump it off, penalty over to Salinas, and shot clock winds down, and it'll be Pate. The outlet sends away Buck. Buck doesn't have numbers, 1-on-2. He'll wait, got Ferreira with him. And Ferreira now will wait for the rest of the troops. Parker out there as well. Swing it back over. Looking for the flip and running into a brick wall. So the Steelhawks do a good job to close that door and that opportunity. And now they'll get a chance on offense, leading by a goal. Dump behind the net. Kick back out. Working the left side. Eddie will swing it over to Murphy. Murphy with Culp cruising in the middle. Culp shot just got a piece of that, did Pate. Eddie will pick it up, and a fresh clock to the Steelhawks. Eddie puts on the brakes and keeps going with a hesitation, gets it back to the top, and it'll be Murphy. Eddie half-board, swing it back down to Milligan. Milligan, no look. Culp. Culp, good move, stop, kick it back out. Milligan dumps it down low. Murphy. Murphy tried to find Culp. That's going to go across the timeline, and good effort and good hustle. Taking a strong big stop by Bailey Brown. Another stop, but no! Creased the call. So Bailey Brown stood tall, stopped Kevin Harper, and Matt Hodgkins on the same play. Possession, Steelhawks, 7 minutes to go. Eddie, Milligan, 1-on-1. They swing it over to Culp, left side. Culp, harassed by Halls. That one he loses, and it'll be Pate looking for the outlet. And he gets it to Halls, who will move it up. Camano, he'll flip it. And getting ahead of speed and finishing was Jordan McKibben. So McKibben comes out of nowhere with his first of the game, and we're all tied at 14. All tied once more. So that 2-goal cushion provided by Austin Murphy has evaporated quickly as the Monarchs continue to battle, and the battles that have gone on in this face-off circle today, boy oh boy, no shortage. And again, still loose. Patty Miles off the carpet. He'll pick it up, and he'll dodge 2 defenders, weave in between another 2, and kick it back out to Halls. Halls. And they'll send it over to Lomas. Lomas will kick it over now, right side. Postma with the screen. Corbett out there as well. Hard shot by Halls, wide of the mark. Corbett's going to try to keep it over the timeline and can't do it as he stepped on the other side. And it'll be possession to Whitby with 5:43 to go. Salinas. Milligan. Looking for a screen, gets it. Curl around, Salinas looking for the roll, didn't get it. Back to Murphy. Murphy. Monarchs extending the D, 10 on the shot clock. Murphy winds up wide of the mark. He's not going to get that. That's going to be a violation. And possession's going to go to the Monarchs. The length of the carpet. Campbell Parker will swing it back out to Ferreira. Ferreira will work it now. Back to the left side it goes. Screen and roll. Good defense. Steelhawks picked up. Flip. Finds the mark, and again McKibben tried to unload. Got too much bounce in the bounce shot. And that will take us to our final officials timeout. 4:54 to go. We're all tied at 14. It was Oshawa with a 1-goal victory over the Timbermen. That a big win for the Outlaws as we creep closer to the playoffs. Murphy. And that's going to be a violation. Not quite sure what went on there, but either way, possession to the Monarchs now. They'll move it up over the timeline. Tanner Buck. Get a screen on Hutchinson. Opening, hesitates once, twice, pulls it back out. He'll curl around. Looking for Postma. Finds him. Postma. Good first step. Ducks back in. Curls around. Has an opening. Quick shot. Stopped by Brown. Rebound. Another stop. Stopped by Brown. Bailey Brown doing the job between the pipes, keeping his team in it. And now they're going to have to hurry, get over the timeline, and they don't. So it'll be a violation. Possession will go to the Monarchs. We're just under 4 minutes to go here. Miles. Miles and Ferreira will play the two-man game before Patty Miles will retreat to the bench, having done his job. Ferreira looking for an opening, has Salinas on him. They'll swing it around. Lomas. Lomas looking for an opening, kicks it back out. Ferreira. Ferreira, sweet move, tries to come with the sweep. Rebound, too much bounce on it as Postma from point blank, not able to finish. And it'll be Steelhawks ball as Salinas now will try to leg it over the timeline, and he does. We're in crunch time now. Got to be very deliberate here on offense. Milligan working with Murphy. In traffic, gets it to Culp. Culp gets out of traffic, another skip pass, and on the give and go. Milligan fished for it, couldn't find it. Monarchs will come up with it, and they'll bring it in transition. Harper will dump it off. Postma. Vesna rolls. Hard shot, stopped by Bailey Brown. Steelhawks will go back to work with 2:45 to go. Long pass to Culp down in the left corner. He'll work one-on-one with Patty Miles. Culp almost had it stripped. McMahon has all day, all the way in. Stopped by Pate. Pate trying to smother it and fish it out. And it's loose and it's knocked into the net. Got to be a good goal. No goal called on the play as I believe it was kicked in. And it'll be the Monarchs now that go the other way. 2:25 to go. Miles has also legged a lot of time on the carpet today. Him and Tyler Ferreira working hard. Lomas out there, of course, with Postma. Lomas, Postma. He'll creep out. Looking again. Ferreira underhand had Upshaw all over him. Couldn't get the shot off. Good defense, Steelhawks. They come away with it. They have numbers, 3-on-2. They'll move it up. Eddie, bounce shot, 5-hole stopped. Rebound, Pate. Again, another save. Rebound, wide of the net. Minute 45 to go. Tanner Buck will settle things down and move it up over the timeline. Lomas, one-on-one with Upshot, dumps it off to the trailer. That shot from Corbett, sidearm blocked again. Hutchinson picks it up. And here comes Dylan Hutchinson, good head man ahead. Byrne. Minute 20 to go. Hutchinson to Murphy. Shots are 40-35 for the Steelhawks. So that gap has closed considerably. Milligan looking for a screen, puts it back. Murphy, fake, once, goes by, tucks it in the short side. Austin Murphy, boy, getting it done, his 6th goal of the game, and it's 15-14 Whitby. Austin Murphy with the Steelhawks' 4th straight goal as he is reeled off on his own little personal 4-0 run. He's got 6 in the game, and the Steelhawks with possession now as we head into the final minute, 4th quarter. No rush for Eddie. He's going to pull it out. They're going to work some clock. Be very deliberate here. 15 on the shot clock. Milligan, McMahon, Culp out there. They have a safety. 5 on the shot clock. Culp on the run. Hesitation. Running out of room. Tucks it in off the helmet. Goes off the screen. So a reset and another clock for the Steelhawks. So a good smart play by Culp as he bounced it off Pate and gives his team another 30 to kill with 35 seconds left on the game clock. Milligan has Miles on him. Got to pressure. Monarchs are going to have to pressure. They're running out of time. 25 seconds. Murphy at the top. 15 on the shot clock. 20 on the game clock. Murphy going for a run. 10. 5-second differential. Eddie's going to haul that down with 5 on the shot clock. Eddie's going hard. Eddie, big save by Pate. 6 seconds on the game clock. Miles picks up timeout call with 3.4 seconds on the clock. So set the stage with 3.4 seconds left. Gonna have to hurry. Monarchs trailing by a goal here. Gotta go almost the length of the carpet. Gotta hurry. Tanner Buck. He'll let it go. Bounce shot wide of the mark. And the Steelhawks come away with a W. They put an end to their 2-game slide, and they win this one 15-14. And we will see you next week for Week 14 in the Arena Lacrosse League.